Hello. Welcome. Dare I say it. Good to have you. So quick recap for the Colts. Lost to the Rams 20-27. We'll start off with the offense. Daniel Jones, of course, the head of the offense. Probably not who most people thought I was going to start with. We'll talk about him, don't worry. Daniel Jones, not a very good game. I think it was 20 for 27, about 260, 270 passing yards. I apologize. Laptop's down, obviously using my phone to film, so only so much I can do. Going a bit off memory here, but about 20 for 30 for about 250 yards. Had two turnovers, should have had more. Those two turnovers were because it was just a wildly inaccurate deep throw, and then a deep throw that was about 5 yards short of where it needed to go. Those extra turnovers I mentioned he should have had. One was just a direct pass to a linebacker. Another one was a deep pass that ended up having, I think, OPI or something, or I don't know, something to call it back. And, I mean, in that play itself, it was thrown into double coverage. Two guys tried to catch it, and it ended up just being dropped because of that. So, Daniel Jones, not a very good game. Should have been worse. Revisionist history a bit, maybe, but whatever. Jonathan Taylor, not a huge game. I thought he played okay, especially in the receiving game, but not a great game from him. a.d.d. Mitchell, what is there to say about him that hasn't been said? Not a good game from him. Of course, had that huge catch, huge play that ended up in a fumble. Of course, had that run block that ended up preventing a touchdown, although I believe that if he didn't hold on to the guy, it doesn't end up being a touchdown, but whatever. Not a very good game from a.d.d. Mitchell. I don't know why Shane put him back in for a team that supposedly has great responsibility, great holding guys accountable. The report that McAfee gave was total bullshit. Come on now. For a team that supposedly is all those things I just mentioned, or at least supposedly believes, I know I mentioned a McAfee report, but for a team that supposedly holds guys responsible, putting a.d.d. Mitchell in immediately after that, not great. Keeping a.d.d. Mitchell in after he's pacing around and not in the huddle, not great. I mean, I guess the silver lining in all of this is he made that catch and made that play, just didn't get in. And he's pacing around, which means he cares, which was a concern. Just ultimately not great. Not a great day from the offense. A day that should have been worse. Daniel Jones also had a fumble, now that I'm remembering. Almost scooped up by the Rams defense, but I believe Braden Smith fell on it. So, not a great day overall. Jones, 9 yards per attempt. Should have been a little bit less, especially because really the only deep passes he took ended up being semi-deep, 30, 35 yards. And those ended up being picked or broken up. So, yeah. Throw only 6-yard passes, then you throw a 35-yard pass. It's going to up your average just a tad, but, what are you going to do? But now on to the Colts defense. Also, I feel like I was right about aspects of the Colts offense. When you have cornerbacks who can blitz, get pressure on the quarterback. We saw what happened. Now on to the defense. It happened. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And no, unfortunately, it's not Trump dying. It's Xavien Howard retiring. We did it. We did it. We got rid of a bad CB, even if we technically did not get rid of him. We did it. We made progress on this roster, guys. We did it. We lost a washed old guy for a Dallas Cowboys practice squad linebacker. Yay. But on the defense, gave up 27 points to the Rams. Could have been a little bit more. Stafford had a very, very slow start. Honestly, I think the fact that they did not run the ball more is malpractice. I think what the fuck's his name? The Rams running back. I mean, both of them had pretty good games, but whatever. Is it late? I don't know. I can't think of the name. I'm tired. You can look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Tell me the way. Ultimately, I don't know why they didn't run the ball more. Could have had a ton more points. But in any situation where they needed to score, they did. Huge 96-yard drive. Immediately after that, got pretty far down the field. I think they did end up kicking a field goal or punting, though. But, yeah, bad game from the defense. Bad game from the guys Lou Anarumo decided he absolutely needed. From Blackman, not a great game. Xavien Howard, Puka Nacua had 200 yards on him. Why was he on Puka Nacua? I don't know. Thank God he's gone. But not great overall. They were able to get a decent amount of pressure on Stafford. I will say, Latu did have a pretty good game, but Havenstein was injured. And so I do worry that it's a little bit Mickey, but a promising sign from Latu that he's able to, supposedly beat one of the better tackles in our game. Hopefully that can stick. Hopefully Havenstein's healthy. Same, like we want any player to be healthy. But, yeah. Not a great day from the defense either. Again, like I said, a lot of Lou's guys ended up being exposed. Hilton did not have a particularly good game. Ended up being about low 50s in basically every PFF metric. Xavien Howard, not a very good game. Who else? Adetomiboare ended up having half a sack, so that's fun. Of course, Wally and Wooler didn't really end up playing, but yeah. Not a great day from the Colts defense at all. We'll see how they replace Xavien Howard, if they do replace Xavien Howard. I think the Colts are currently full on their roster. I looked today, they should be, although I don't know if that includes certain practice squad guys. I don't know if the NFL has like a 10-day or like a 2-way contract that I don't know about. But yeah, I feel like I was right on the defense. I feel like I was right on the offense. We'll see if I end up being right. Like, I know I've gotten yelled at because, it's only... Wow, by the way. Maybe it's an optical illusion on my part, but... No. We'll see, like I said, how they replace Xavien Howard. If they do, I'm worried they're just going to go out and sign old Deion Sanders or old... maybe Richard Sherman's still available out there. Honestly, Richard Sherman still looks like he's in shape enough to play. Who was the commentator who just beat cancer? Was that Randy Moss? I don't know. I mean, if we can sign Randy Moss, I don't care how old he is. Let's just get the man. I know he was in that Lay's commercial for we could still go play ball, and then just ends up dying on the football field. But so long as that doesn't happen, so long as Randy Moss is able to be alive and on the football field, let's get him. Even though our receivers have been fine, let's still go get him. Him and I don't know, whoever that famous former Colt wide receiver coach we have. I think it's Marv Harrison. I think it's Marv Harrison Jr.'s dad, Marv Harrison. So ultimately, I know I'm getting a little rambly. Not a good day for the Colts. Not a good day for Lou Anarumo's guys he handpicked. Ultimately, some more of the guys he's handpicked are going to get more experience. Not more experience, they're old as shit. More run. I would not be surprised if Mike Hilton is the second leading CB. I would not be surprised if we see a little bit more from a Neville Gallimore, especially against O-line that is weaker pass rush. I would not be surprised if we see more Samson Ebukam, who still being kept, not been very good. I would not be surprised if we continue to see Taekwon Lewis over JT Tuimoloau. Again, despite not being that good. But my predictions for next week are Colts win. I don't think that we will see a performance similar to the one against the Rams. I mean, Rams have a good defense. Colts didn't play well against it. In fact, I'd argue they played quite poorly and should have played poor, but I think we beat the Raiders. I think we beat them pretty handedly. I think Ashton Jeanty, I don't know. I love the guy. I'm at Utah State, and he had like 180 yards against us on 9 carries, so I believe that he's the real deal. But no, I believe Jeanty is going to end up having 300 yards on us on 2 carries, so good luck. And yes, I know that 2 carries equates to 150 yards. I know that an NFL field is 100 yards, but he's just that special. He can do it. Look out, Grove. I say look out, Grove. I love Grover. Ever since I heard that he laughs anytime he beats a tackler, I'm like, that's fucking horrifying. You're my guy. Okay? Anytime, like, can you imagine Grover Stewart, all like 350 pounds of him, just like barreling you over and then just cackling as he tackles your quarterback? Like, my God, that's horrifying and awesome. Like, I fucking love that. But, yeah. We'll see, ultimately, if I'm right. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that this Colts offense does not continue to struggle. Scare the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where. I don't actually know where. Oh, I forget. I'm borrowing. Well, I'm not borrowing. My mom gave me her old iPad, and I forgot I downloaded the Fox Sports app to try and watch the Utes game. And now I have notifications on, so like 3 a.m. I'll get a and it'll be like, Brock Purdy out with a toe injury. Thanks. I needed to know that. Jelani Woods. Still not on a roster. Thanks. College football team you've never heard of exists. Oh, thanks, Fox News Sports. And no, I'm not trying to support Fox. That was just the only way that I could watch an hour of the game. So yeah. All that to be said, I know not my best analysis, like I said. I think I said that. I've done like 4 takes of this because none of them have been all that good. One of them, I made a joke about Deion Sanders' bladder. I felt it was kind of mean. Like, I mean, like, I want well for Deion Sanders, of course. Which is why I made a new video, but like my mustache, I'm gonna just... My ADD is popping off today, dude. No sleep and ADD. It's great. I'm also not putting off a political science. It's not a hard assignment, but I'm also not putting off a political science assignment to do this. But yeah, I love you guys. Enjoy my ADD ramblings while I'm on no sleep. Reminds me of, I don't know. She's not terribly huge. You might have seen her. I'm sorry, I know that comes... I mean, she's huge to me, and I'm not, like, commenting on anybody's weight. Like, channel-wise, she's huge to me, but there's this really funny lady. I can't think of her name, but, she does these, sketches feel so wrong. It's just, like, a comedy fan, but I think, like, that's probably what they would accurately be described as sketches. It just gives the vibe of, uh-oh, you're not going to put me in one of your stand-up sketches, are ya? But no, she does sketches of, like, realistic 1950s housewife. And one of the bits she does is, woo, I'm ready, Harold. I've been up for 3 days on amphetamines. In this case, I've been up for 3 days on Celsius. The tears of not my enemies, just the tears of me, just because I hate college. And, yeah. Don't know what else to say. This is a shit video. I know. Go to sleep, kids. Bye.